Prince Harry's long-running battle against the British tabloids has suffered a major setback. The Duke of Sussex has lost his latest privacy lawsuit against the publisher of the Daily Mail after the High Court ruled that he and several other high-profile claimants failed to prove their case. Harry, along with a group of celebrities, had accused Associated Newspaper Limited of illegally obtaining private information for newspaper stories. But after an 11-week trial, the court dismissed the claims. In a detailed 436-page judgment, the judge said the claimants had not demonstrated that the reporting relied on unlawful information gathering. Instead, the court found there were legitimate explanations for how the information could have been obtained through lawful journalism. The publisher welcomed the ruling, maintaining it had followed proper reporting practices from the very beginning. The company had also argued that the claims were filed too late under the UK statute of limitations, although the judge said it was unnecessary to rule on that issue after dismissing the case on its merits. The decision marks another chapter in Prince Harry's years-long legal fight against Britain's tabloid press. While the Duke has secured settlements and courtroom victories against other newspaper groups in the past, this time, the Daily Mail publisher walks away with the win. This setback came on Prince Harry's very first official day back in the UK. While attending the Invictus Games Foundation conversation at Chatham House in London, the Duke was hit with the crushing High Court verdict. Here's what Harry had to say during the event.
Partners and sponsors for being here. It is one of the few rooms or buildings, certainly this room, in the UK that has air conditioning, so I can understand why every seat is full. I get it. But looking around this room, I see people representing different nations, different governments, different militaries, different organizations, and of course, different approaches to recovery. And that's exactly as it should be. No two countries are the same. No two healthcare systems are the same. And no two military cultures are the same either. And what brings us together is far more important than what sets us apart. Every one of us believes that those who have served their country, and in particular those whose lives have been changed by that service, deserve more than our gratitude. They deserve opportunity, the chance to redefine one's purpose and identity. They deserve to truly feel our admiration and respect. And they deserve every chance to build the life that they choose beyond military service. That's what the Invictus community is all about. Now, over the next 2 hours, you'll hear about programs, partnerships, policies, and practical solutions, all in the hope of making progress, which comes when we're prepared to learn from one another. For many people, the Invictus Games are the moment that they first encounter this community. They see extraordinary competitors on the field of play, incredible families supporting from the stands, and they witness resilience in its purest form. But those of us here know that the Games have never been the destination. In many respects, they and the training to get there are the beginning, the catalyst, a spark that can ignite recovery, rebuild confidence, and reconnect people with a community that understands them. The real work happens long before the opening ceremony, and the legacy continues long after the closing. It happens in rehabilitation centres. It happens in local gyms or in their garage, across communities around the world. It happens through families who never give up, through coaches, clinicians, welfare teams, employers, and of course, volunteers. Through veterans supporting veterans. And through leaders who choose to invest in people rather than simply admire their resilience from a distance. One of the greatest privileges of the past 12 years has been meeting wounded, injured, and sick service personnel from every corner of the world. Different languages, different uniforms, very different stories, yet the same determination, the same humor, the same instinct to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead looks uncertain. And that unconquered spirit isn't unique to one nation. It belongs to all of us. And recognizing that shared humanity is what has allowed this community to grow beyond an event into a global movement. Each country represented here is writing its own chapter. Some have well-established recovery pathways. Others are only just beginning their journey. Neither is more important than the other. Because progress isn't measured by how long you've been doing something. It's measured by your willingness to listen, adapt, and keep improving. That spirit of shared learning is why this Invictus conversation matters. It isn't about finding one perfect model. It's about understanding what works in different contexts and asking how we can make it work for more people. So, how do we remove barriers? How do we create systems that don't just respond to injury, but enable people to thrive afterwards? How do we ensure that recovery isn't defined by a program with an end date, but by a lifetime of opportunity? And these are questions that no one nation can answer alone. But together, we have a remarkable opportunity to learn from one another, to challenge each other, and ultimately to strengthen the support available for every wounded, injured, and sick service person and veteran wherever they live. And I'm also incredibly pleased that today we will welcome another nation into the Invictus community, Uganda. Thank you. Growth has never been about numbers. It's about reaching those who need us most and building partnerships that last and ensuring that no one feels that they're making this journey alone. And to everyone speaking today or asking questions, I hope we approach these conversations with a sense of collective responsibility, a genuine commitment to improving the lives of men and women who have already given so much in service to others. Because this isn't about celebrating individual success stories, however inspiring they are. It's about creating systems that make those success stories possible, changing cultures and expectations, and ensuring that further generations of wounded servicemen and women know that recovery is not something that they face alone. I hope you leave this conference with a deeper understanding of what the Invictus movement really is, and not simply a week of sport every 2 years, but a community united by one belief, that the unconquered human spirit exists in every nation, and that our shared responsibility is to create the conditions in which it can flourish. Thank you.